And joining me now is Creek Stewart. He's a disaster preparedness instructor and co-author of the book Emergency Communication 101. Creek, thank you for joining me. Now, I have to ask you this critical question. If you're stuck in your car in the middle of a snowstorm and don't have cell service, what should you actually do?
Well, what you should do is actually what you should do before that happens. And so I've got some great cold weather survival tips, whether you're stuck in your house or in your car. So if you're in your car, it's so important to make preparations in advance. And one of the biggest that you can do is pack a backpack full of cold weather gear. It's not going to freeze. It's not going to spoil. It can be a large duffel bag or a simple backpack. And you want to have headgear. You want to have mittens and some thick socks, especially if you are wearing dress clothes or something like that where you need thick items that you could be hiking. So boots, extra jackets, pack enough for your family and friends, and maybe even some to loan out, because in extreme weather, you're more likely to get stuck and you're more likely to get held up in traffic.
Now, if snow blocks your pipes, carbon monoxide can be a real danger. So what are some warning signs you can watch out for?
Yeah, so we're talking about the exhaust pipe of a car here. So if the snow blocks that pipe, the exhaust, the carbon monoxide could seep into the car. The key is, so carbon monoxide is invisible and it's odorless, and you can't really detect it with any human senses. So the key here is, if you're stuck in the car and you're running it for heat, you want to occasionally step outside and make sure that that tailpipe is clear and that exhaust can safely evacuate.
And what are your top 3 biggest tips to stay safe during winter weather?
Yeah, so what I like about these 3 are that they're not only really easy, but they're inexpensive. So if you've ever seen one of these, this is an exterior faucet cover, where you hook your garden hose up to your house. So those pipes go really close to the exterior wall, and they're the most vulnerable pipes in a house to cold weather. These are only a few dollars. They hook up to the faucet on the outside and draw up close, and this will solve that problem for like $4. And so you can get these at any hardware store and online. Weather stripping is something that is really important. You can use this foam weather stripping to line around the perimeter of doors and windows to prevent those drafts from coming in and to keep your furnace running in tip-top shape. One thing that matters big time with furnaces running in good condition are replacing your furnace filters, because when these get clogged with dust and hair, then what happens is it makes your furnace run harder and strain and potentially break down. So something really inexpensive and routine that you can do to prevent that from happening when it's already running on overtime is just simply replace those filters.
All right, Creek, I'm loving the props and I'm loving all those pro tips. Thank you so much.